Hi everyone, this is Shelly Shearer from Living Well with Shell, and I realize that videos are not sort of a norm on my Facebook page, but that's going to change in 2018. You're going to see a little more activity. I'll be starting a new blog here soon with my Shelly's Top 3 Picks of the Week. They will be short and concise, but today I'm going to expand a little bit more on 3 things that I wanted to talk to you about. It's January of 2018 and a lot of people are starting weight loss programs. It's just part of the New Year's resolution. And if that is you, male or female, I just have a couple of recommendations that I really think will help you and help you to succeed. Losing weight is fantastic if you're carrying extra weight. Extra weight is not healthy. We carry it around our middle sometimes, and that has health risks. We carry it all over our bodies. It really doesn't matter, and that puts our joints in stress. And there are lots of other reasons why being overweight is bad. Hypertension, high blood pressure. We have a lot of diabetic issues going on, and a lot of it is just based on the fact that it's our diet and we're just not being careful enough. So if you've made a decision that you're going to make some changes in 2018, let's talk about getting you some help. Now, losing weight and going on a new eating plan, I do not like the word diet, is about making better and healthier choices. But you know what? We don't want everything to be about willpower. We want you to be supported. So one of the first things I recommend to clients that come to me and want to lose weight is doing a 3-session of ionic foot baths. Now, I'm in British Columbia, Lower Mainland of British Columbia, Canada. If you are not local, I need you to do a little Google in your area. Naturopaths, clinics, some therapists, they will do ionic cleanses. It's just a foot bath you sit into, and an ionic charge goes through the water. It's very safe, and it sort of kickstarts your system to detox. Our world right now is just full of so much ionic interference, and the foods we eat, things like that, that our lymphatic system is getting sluggish. We're having trouble keeping cleansed. We have a lot of weight gain, disease, skin issues, and a lot of it really is just our bodies are just overwhelmed. So how about giving your body a little kickstart, and it'll be a little easier for you. One of the other things you might want to consider is doing a cleanse. This is one of the products I recommend. Prevail Breakthrough by Valentis. I've been doing some research with this company. They are a network marketing company, and I've been quite happy with a number of their products, and I'll be reviewing more of them as we go forward in the year individually. I have a YouTube channel. Please feel free to check it out, Living Well with Shell, and subscribe, and then these videos will just be there for your reference. This is a 12-day cleanse where you take a powder in water in the morning and night, and it is a wonderful cleanse where you're not going to get nauseous and sick. I've used it a couple of times in the past year. I've had clients use it, and everyone just says it's easy. They're not getting headaches. A lot of cleanses can be a little harsh on your body, okay? And you just need to be careful. But we do want to tell your body that you're about to start being healthier. In other words, you're going to cut out the sugar, and you're going to cut out the bad fats and put in good fats, and you're going to eat a little less if that's what it's going to take for you. And all of that is going to start fat cells to shrink. Now, fat cells are kind of unique. A fat cell blows up and it just gets fatter and fatter. So it can just keep going. That's, you're obese, and that's just those fat cells get big. And then when you lose the weight, the fat cell sits there empty, and it takes a year, okay? 1 year for the actual membrane of this fat cell to actually shrink. Why is that important? You need to keep your weight off for a year. That's why yo-yo dieting is such an issue, because your fat cell is sitting there empty, but it's still large, and it's just waiting for you to eat something so you can put junk back in there. We don't want that. Once you lose weight and keep it off for a year, you will find that it's a whole lot easier to keep weight off, and as well as you go on vacation or it's Christmas and you gain a couple pounds, it's easier to lose it. Because the body isn't expanded, the cells aren't expanded, they're empty, they're shrunken, and they don't want that stuff in there. The other thing to be aware of is that your fat is full of toxins, okay? That's just the deal. It's what is where your body collects all the gunk. When you start losing that and releasing those toxins, you're gonna potentially, your face might break out, you might get some bad breath, you might feel lethargic, headaches are a classic one. Do you know what? That will all pass, and that is why I recommend ionic foot baths, because you're going to get those toxins out of the body faster, and you can kickstart into just feeling better and getting the weight gone. So first, do a detox if you can. Second, get yourself a little help, okay? If you can afford it, get some chromium, get some Garcinia cambogia. You can buy that right at Costco, by the way, any Costco in North America. And those types of things will help regulate blood sugar, will help your cravings. that is the biggest thing for most people. Your situation may be unique, but for most people, they've just got too much sugar in their diet, too much refined white stuff, and they're going to start cutting that stuff out. Well, your body's going to complain about that at first, so give yourself a little help. There is no such thing as a magic pill, okay? So if you're going to do this for yourself, by all means, give yourself a little helping hand. Try and make it easier on your body. Be gentle with your body. This is the only place you have to live, people, so be good to it. It's a temple. But you also want to be able to say, hey, I've made all this effort. I've put in the willpower to cut my caloric intake down to 12 or 1500 calories. I've taken out the sugar. I've chosen, to cut the alcohol back, and I'm not snacking at night. That is fabulous, and I am so proud of you. But give yourself a little help. Like, don't do it all with willpower, because the majority of people will fail. Give yourself the helping hand. One of the other products that I use and recommend, you can just buy it at any health food store. I get it on iherb.com. Is something called Fucothin. Dr. Axe, actually, I watched a video of his a year or so, and I recommended it, and I tried it, and I love it. I lost another 5 pounds. I have fibromyalgia and a deteriorating hip. So I really needed to maintain my weight. I lost a bit of weight when we did a big move, and I wanted to keep that 10 pounds off. And over the past year, I've lost another 5. And when I go on vacation and things like that, I just double the dose, and I just don't gain weight, which is so nice. So you're not always coming back from vacation, coming back from Christmas, feeling you have to starve and diet for a couple of weeks. No, you just go back to your regular eating plan. I would always say the first week, really keep the cheating down to nothing in that first week if you're rebounding back from like excesses. And you'll be fine. Your body will adjust. It wants a set point that's healthy. And unfortunately, our diets and our lifestyle and our environment and being overweight, our set points are all over the map. And dieting messes with that. So this is something that was recommended for like people over 40. It helps boost your metabolism naturally for those of us that are going through middle age, through menopause, that sort of thing. So I'm not sure how great this product is for young people. So please do a little research. Dr. Axe's channel is amazing. I highly recommend it. And Fucothin. Garden of Life is the manufacturer. Big proponent. You must be on it for 3 months, okay? So do those things to give yourself a boost up. Lastly, supplement. It is so crucially important for you to not nutritionally starve your body. If you're going to cut your caloric intake back, you need to amp up your nutrition, because that way the body is not going into, what do they call it? Starvation mode, like in storage mode, like they do in the winter. We're still, genetically predisposed to be like the hunter-gatherers. Food is plentiful, food is scarce, and your body reacts accordingly to keep you healthy and manage, levelly. So if you're going to diet or change your eating plan, there's no way you can lose weight without reducing calories and taking a lot of gunk out of your diet. Therefore, you need to amp up your nutrition. Okay? Very few people can eat enough vegetables and good fats on a reduced calorie eating plan to really feed your body. And when you feed your body what it needs, it doesn't crave things. So it'll help with your cravings, it'll help with your weight loss, and it will just help you feel better all around. Plus, it'll help your metabolism not start cutting back to say, hey, don't burn calories, you need to conserve, it's winter, no one's feeding us. We don't want that. We want the body to keep going, okay? We want it to keep burning and get it done. Don't let this drag on for forever and ever. Quit cheating. Just decide that you're going to lose 2 pounds a week and get it done. And then keep it off for a year. You can always email me at livingwellwithshell@gmail.com for a little help or some recommendations. There's some great people out there with great blogs and eating plans. That is not my area of expertise. I tend to coach and encourage getting you from step A to step B. I'm not necessarily your go-to person for meal plans, although I have lots of recommendations, things that work for me, things that are easy. I really want you to kind of think common sense with uncommon results. It's sort of what Living Well stands for. Food is healthcare, medicine is sick care. We want you healthy and we want you happy. 2 things that I want to, no, I already did that. The toxins are in your fat cells, and your fat cells need to shrink after you've lost the weight. Last thing is energy drinks. Please be very careful with the supplements that you do use. A lot of crap over the counter. It is just appalling what the FDA lets on the shelves. But these things that ramp up your heart rate and your metabolism artificially using caffeine and other types of natural stimulants, they will give you adrenal fatigue and you will be right back where you started 6 months from now. So please do not fall into that trap. Use those things sparingly, if at all. There are lots of good things out there. The Valentis products, for instance, if you have trouble with pills, they have a drink called Trim, and there's lots of companies out there that have these similar type things that has the chromium and the Garcinia already in it, as well as some other things that just kind of help boost your metabolism. A good antioxidant drink or something like that is wonderful for, again, cleansing and keeping you healthy. We don't just want you losing weight, we want you healthy, okay? Being skinny does not make you healthy, it just makes you skinny. Okay, so be very, very careful with the energy drinks that are out there over the counter, and please make sure you're using the right product for the right result. There are lots of products that are designed for when you're working out in the gym. They're feeding muscle and they've got amino acids and things in them. If you're not doing those types of things, that just may not be something that you need. You may need something else. Perhaps with afternoon, you might need an energy drink, a smart energy drink with a little rhodiola or something in it, a bit of ginseng, things that kind of help perk up the brain and keep you going through the day. Very, very different than stimulant type drinks. Okay, so I hope those things have given you a little bit of a heads up of help that'll take your New Year's resolution right into the spring, and let's face it, get it done, and by summer, you'll be back into the size clothes that you want, you will feel good in your bathing suit, and you will be healthier, and then we need to work to make sure you keep it off. All right, Happy New Year, everyone, and I'll catch you on the flip side.